today I want to speak about our amazing sponsor, V&J Auto Body. That's right. V&J Auto Body has now opted to be our primary sponsor here on the podcast, and we couldn't be happier. So V&J Auto Body is a shop that's been around for 40 years. It's a family-owned shop. It still is, okay? Yours truly works there. I have worked there for 9 years. I'm a manager and a writer. We have a fantastic, dynamic crew, right? Professional in all ways. Myself and my partner have between us probably about 40 years combined experience in the insurance industry in various roles. The shop itself is a very progressive shop. And what I mean by that is a future forward-looking shop. We have attained most major manufacturer certifications. All right, most recently, we just became Range Rover certified and Rivian. All right, we continue to move forward in that realm as well. All right, so from a standpoint of being prepared to assist you, the public, in every possible way when it comes to having your collision damaged vehicle repaired and restored to pre-loss condition, V&J Auto Body is the one place you need to be. All right. The shop itself, we have some of the most highly trained technicians. We have the most advanced equipment, right? And we're continually upgrading that and continuing the training, right, for all people. And they really make the investment, folks. I mean, we're sending guys across the country. The owners themselves, James Verone and Chandler, are always attending various industry seminars and various talking heads and folks that are intimately involved in the industry, right? So that we stay ahead of the curve and we know what's happening before it happens. All right, we know what's coming, so we're prepared. All right, we are prepared both intellectually, technically, all right, and also business-wise. All right, and the one thing you can always count on with V&J Auto Body is we're going to represent your interests and not the interests of the insurance company. All right, and we're going to be with you all the way from start to finish. All right, our professional office staff, all right, they're of claim rep quality. All right, and the girls do a phenomenal job. They really know the insurance industry inside out, all right, and they can make sure that your claim gets reported, recorded, and handled the right way from the beginning. All right, so you don't have to worry about that part of the aggravation. All right, V&J is going to take care of all that for you. All right, V&J Auto Body, they are in Lindenhurst and can be reached at 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. Of course, they are on our network at collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, but V&J Auto Body, folks, if you're in the Babylon area, if you live in the town of Babylon, you're in that area, you certainly should be having your car repaired there. So remember, all right, if you get into an accident or you need to file an insurance claim, give the folks over at V&J Auto Body a call, 631-226-0070. They have your back. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you are a regular on the show, well, thank you very much for your support. And if you're a newbie and you're just cruising by to check us out, well, we appreciate it. Just spend a little time with me here, and I'm sure you will be enlightened. What I like to say is if you listen to Crash Course on a regular basis, you will be the smartest person in the room when it comes to, well, smartest person in the room when it comes to things about body shop and insurance and stuff like that. So beyond that, we can't guarantee if you'll be the smartest person in the room. But certainly when it comes to issues involving our cars, our trucks, auto body work, dealing with the insurance companies, our insurance premiums, stuff like that, you definitely will be the smartest person in the room. All right. So what we like to say here, all right, because this is the voice, it is what we like to say, the arm and the extension and the voice of Collision Service Network. So collisionservicenetwork.com is the company that I began about 4 years ago. Again, if you guys are regulars and you tune into the show, I know you've probably heard this, but we don't know. I don't know. Well, I know we got some footprint out there. All right, I know that, and I appreciate it. Right, please keep spreading the word out there. Keep letting everybody know about what we're doing here. All right, we try and have a lot of fun. All right, I try and put a little levity in there and some comedic relief while I do the show, because I know that the subject matter isn't the most exciting, right? But it is important, right? I think we're doing tremendous good here, all right? If you did follow us on the radio, you know that Crash Course was on the radio for about 2.5 years, and we took that and we basically just rolled it up into our podcast. So our podcast is where everybody is, all right? It's where everybody wants to be. It's a pretty cool format. I'm really digging it. I'm really getting into it myself. I mean, I really was into the radio thing. I really picked that up pretty quick. But the podcast platform seems to be a cool place to be, right? I mean, because you could take your time. You're not really under any kind of pressure like we were at the radio show there at the radio station with regard to commercial breaks and making sure that this is done and that's done, and you have to hit everything right on cue. All right, so it's definitely a much more informal platform. I'm still kind of warming up to it, so just stay tuned, all right, and just stay with me. All right, I'm sure that I will get smooth as silk with this as I did with the radio. All right, but I definitely see why most people have I think the majority of people for a very long time have gradually over the last decade, or I would say probably the last couple of decades now, have steered away from radio, and kind of moved into the podcast sphere. I know the satellite radio thing was a big deal. I remember when that came out, right? We all wanted to get a subscription to Sirius and XM radio, or whatever the hell it was called. I think that's what it was. I think those were the two. And from what I understand, that's not even that popular anymore either, right? It's amazing. I mean, because you can find so much content musically and also, literally, right, through podcasts. I mean, it's just it's quite a phenomenon to see how fast the podcast sphere has exploded, all right? And I'm totally psyched to be here, all right? I totally psyched to get to do this show. I love talking to you guys out there. I love talking to the folks. I love getting this information out to you. And I know that what we have to say here is helping a lot of people. All right, and so that's what our goal is. All right. Now it dovetails, of course, with what I said a little earlier, Collision Service Network. Right, collisionservicenetwork.com. If you're not familiar with that, please opine. All right, please stop by and opine. All right? We do have the Google review thing going, so you can stop by there and. We'd love for you to drop us a review both on the show and on Collision Service Network. CollisionServiceNetwork.com is where everyone needs to go. All right, get familiar with it because, hey, all right, if you're unfortunate enough to be involved in an accident, you've heard me talk about this at length, and we'll continue to do so. It's very important. It's if you've never had to do that, if you never had to go through that experience, it can be intimidating, right? I've said that very often. It can be intimidating. It's complex, all right? And there is a right and a wrong way to talk to the insurance companies, all right? So you go to collisionservicenetwork.com, and we have all the information that you need there to make sure that you're going to make the right decisions and the right choices at that time, all right, when you need it. All right, we have a pretty dynamic network of some of the best collision shops on Long Island. All right. We think they are. I know they are. I've been in the industry for 30 years as an insurance guy, 9 years on the collision side. All right. And the folks that we have there that have joined our network, all right, these folks are solid customer warriors. All right. And that's very important. What I mean by that is they are not affiliated with the insurance industry at all. Very important, folks. Can't stress that enough. All right. You do not want to be in bed with the insurance companies. All right. These guys are not your friend. All right. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't say that nefariously, right, or with some kind of, hidden agenda there. All right, they're not your friend. They're a business, okay, and you're in a contract with them. Most people don't understand that, but it's a contract. As soon as you go to an agent or a broker and you say, hey, I need insurance or I want to add this, that's a contract. As soon as you sign your name and you pay money, all right, a legal binding agreement exists at that time between the two parties, insurance company and you. All right? And as such, it's adversarial. Right? I know some folks are probably, out there right now disagreeing. Oh, I don't think that. I love my insurance. I've been with them 40 years, 50 years, 100 years, whatever it is. I get it, okay? And the loyalty thing, folks, I started this business back in the mid-80s. The loyalty thing back then was a phenomena. All right? I mean, I can remember everybody having the USAA bumper sticker, the State Farm bumper sticker, the Good Hands People sticker. Everybody had a sticker and everybody had it on their car. Everybody was proud to let everybody else know what insurance company I was with. Right now, look today. Fast forward to today, nobody gives a shit. Right? I mean, let's face it. Nobody gives a shit. Who cares, right? Nobody cares what insurance company you're with. In fact, that's why the Geicos and the Progressives came along. Because so many people stopped giving a shit that these guys, their business model exploded because all anybody cares about is what? The bottom line. I need insurance and I need it cheap. I don't care about all the bells and whistles. I don't care that, you're on my side or you're the good neighbor or, you got the gecko. I don't give a shit. I bottom line. How much? How little? All right? So that relationship, whether you want to admit it or not, that whole relationship has evolved anyway. All right, for better or for worse. I mean, we can debate that till the cows come home, whether it's for good or for bad. I don't know. For me, from a professional standpoint, for having been on that side of the fence, having been an insurance guy and worked in claims and settling claims. I mean, I hate to say this. I know some folks are going to probably be pissed off. But, guys, it doesn't matter. When I was handling a claim, I didn't give a shit if you were with me 25 years, 30 years, or 40 years. I mean, I cared in so much that, you were a loyal policyholder, right? And you were with us for, those amount of years. That's great. But when it came down to the nuts and bolts of me settling your claim, guess what? I was applying the same parameters to your claim as to the guy that just joined on, just became a policyholder. So I don't know how much of that was all marketing and how much of that was a lot of hype, or what percentage of that was actually based, it was actually grounded in, a real relationship building thing. I think it was all horseshit. I think it was, just a big marketing gimmick by the insurance company. But anyway, here we are now in the 21st century, and lo and behold, nobody really does give a shit. Right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right? You're sitting at the dinner table. You're at your relatives, and nobody ever turns around. Oh, I'm with State Farm, or I'm with this guy. I'm with the. Nobody really gives a shit. The only thing you ever hear about is, well, who do you have for insurance? Oh, are they cheap? I mean, really, that's it. I mean, I get that at the body shop. Right? Bottom line. All right. But I digress. It is a relationship. All right. This is where I started. I'm trying to come back full circle now. It is a relationship, and it is a legally binding agreement. Right. As soon as we sign and we hand money, or an agreement has been, is legal. It's a legally recognized agreement. That's a contract. I don't know. Years ago, I don't know who told me. Some I don't know, some dingbat at the insurance company. They gave me the word adhesion contract. I don't even know. I took a claims law course, and I never saw that term come up. I don't know where the hell that came from. But it is a relationship, okay, and it is adversarial. Now, I don't give a shit what anybody's going to tell you out there, whether your agent's going to blow smoke up your ass. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to him. Well, tough. It's adversarial. You bring a claim against the insurance company, folks, I can assure you it's adversarial. All right? Immediately. What do I always say? If you listen to me on the radio, what do I always say? Insurance companies do one thing really well. And what is that? They look to cut costs when, where, and often. And guess when that starts? The moment you file a claim. All right? So the relationship is adversarial. All right? And as such, you need to make sure you're looking out for you. And CollisionServicesNetwork.com helps you do that. We've been doing that for 4 years. We've been helping people across the entire spectrum. All right. In fact, I just had a gentleman call me. I believe his name is Dan. Left me a message over the holiday weekend. Dan, if you're out there and you're listening to me, all right, I did call you. All right. I left you a message, so, get back to me. All right, he had a fender bender, something with his bumper. All right, that's what we do, folks. This is who we are, all right? This is who we are. This is what we do, all right, through Crash Course and CollisionServiceNetwork.com. We're here for you. We're here for the folks, all right? We're helping you make better decisions so that you have a better outcome financially and also a better experience with regard to your interaction with the insurance and interaction with the auto body industry, because that is a whole other bag of goods. Okay, it's a whole other basket of nightmares if you don't know what you're doing. You try navigating that little dinghy over there. All right, that little ditty. They don't get a pass. All right, I know sometimes I seem like I focus on the insurance aspect, and I probably do because that's such a complex and megalopolis, mega, huge industry. But the auto body industry is in itself, all right, another quagmire. It's another black hole, folks. And I got to tell you, and I emphasize this all the time, it's a black hole that today you don't want to get stuck in, all right? So you go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, right, and we have the information and the knowledge you need and can use and the advice you can trust, right? That's part of our mantra. I've been saying that for 4 years now, and it's so true. And it's self-help. You go there, and we have something like this, right? And it says, tips for speaking with your insurance company, right? The other part of this is also frequently asked questions, right? So we have stuff like that there. It's all self-help. You can go there. We have a bunch of questions and answers about certain scenarios, certain situations when it comes to filing a claim, when it comes to dealing with the auto body industry, all right, and our network, all right? And we do have personal injury attorneys there as well, all right? We're still hosting them, okay? I don't know why. No, we still have them, all right? So if you are injured, I know you see the big guys on TV all the time, 1-800 this and and blah blah blah, and I got all the money, and this guy fell down, stubbed his toe, and we got him $10 million. It's all horseshit. It's all a bunch of baloney, folks. All right, all those people on TV are all actors. All right, and all that money is all a bunch of crap. It's all nonsense. All right. You get a neck injury, all right, and you got a bruise on your face and your knees don't feel good. You're not getting $10 million, folks. All right. It's just exaggerated bullshit. I'm not saying that they're not settling those claims that way. They are. But they didn't settle them because the guy tripped on the curb and got a cut on his finger. All right? It ain't happening. All right? Because when you're dealing with auto, okay, unless you're getting hit by a Mack truck who's been dispatched by, a Fortune 500 company, the money's got to come from somewhere. Money's got to come from somewhere, folks. And let's face it, most of us, me and you, we're not carrying $1 million policies on our cars. We're just not. Right? You could have other things that get more technical, more complex. You have umbrella policies that that they could go to if it was a very severe injury and stuff, which would of course increase the recovery possibility then. All right, but even then, think about it. $1 million. Where's the $5 million? Where the hell are they getting $2 or $3 million from Joe Blow driving around the street? They're not. They're not. I got injured, and I got injured. The insurance company was going to give me $20, and then I went to this asshole, and he got me $20 million. Really? Wow. What do you have, the printing press going down there? I mean, it cracks me up. All right. So don't get bamboozled by that shit. Go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com. We have some amazing guys there. Just please, if you use one of them, let them know that you found them through CollisionServiceNetwork.com. All right, we really appreciate it. Yeah, so, that's what we're doing here, right? Crash Course. I like to say we're the voice. We are by the way, we are the real voice of the auto body industry. Don't let anybody tell you different. All right, so if I got some of my auto body friends that are checking in and they're listening to the show, or they're listening to this episode and they hear that again, guys, wake up, all right? There's nobody else out there that's talking to the folks. It's just us. We've been doing it for almost 2.5 years now, and we've been around for 4 years, okay? So there's nobody else. Nobody's ever done this before. Nobody else ever tried having a radio show, all right, that was able to reach out to the folks and start explaining things to them, start explaining the auto body industry, the insurance industry, personal injury, all that stuff. Nothing. Never done before. Right? It wasn't done by the big law firms. It wasn't done by the auto body industry. It wasn't done by our pals on the other side over there. I'm not even going to give them any free air. All right, but you guys in the auto body industry, you know who I'm talking about. All right, they're too busy. You know, those guys. The competition's too busy rubbing noses with both sides. All right, we don't rub noses with both sides. We rub noses with one side. That's the folks. All right, that's you guys. All right, that's all I give a damn about. Is the people, the peeps. Power to the people. Recreate 68. Some people are probably like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Recreate 68 was the big slogan the liberals were throwing around. Back when, I don't know, maybe when Trump first ran or some shit. I don't know. But look it up. You can Google anything today, right? Google 68, the Democratic Convention in Chicago, where they all got their brains smashed in. Recreate 68. But seriously, though, okay, we're only concerned with you guys, all right? The folks, the peeps. That's it. Yes, the mission statement is two-pronged. Mission statement of Cleveland Service Network is very clear, concise, and to the point. All right, we exist to promote and support the privately owned and operated auto body industry across Long Island, and most importantly, right, to inform and educate the consumer as to their rights and expectations when it comes to their auto policy, their personal auto policy, dealing with the insurance companies, all right, and to educate them on the auto body industry. That's it. Pretty simple, right? Simple, but it also encompasses quite a bit, right, because there's quite a bit in there for a lot of people to get lost in the minutia, all right, and we don't want you getting lost, right? We don't want you being misinformed. We don't want any disinformation, misinformation, and none of that, all right? Here at Crash Course, okay, here at Crash Course, we give it to you straight, all right? We give you knowledge and information you need and can use and advice you can trust. I can't tell you how any more true that is, all right? And how any more significant that is today, folks. Remember, yours truly, okay, I work in this industry. I'm at V&J Auto Body, all right? Which, by the way, hello. I got a big announcement. Biggie. And I'm not talking about Biggie Size or Biggie the ex-rapper. We're just talking about big announcement here. Right? And the big announcement is totally psyched. This is so cool. V&J Auto Body has once again stepped forward and decided to be the sponsor of Crash Course. All right? So thank you very much to James Verone and Chandler Verone. We thank you very much. Appreciate your continued support. All right? They were supporting us on the radio. There was some other organizations that did as well, but V&J Auto Body has been with us from the beginning. All right, it's currently under new ownership, and new owners have seen the value in this. Okay, what we do, what we're trying to do, and how we're trying to be the new castrati here, if you would, right, for the auto body industry. Okay, the new castrati. I mean, it's true because the industry is evolving. I know there's guys out there that don't want to evolve, all right, or they don't want to admit it, and that's tough luck. Okay, but the industry is evolving along with other things that are evolving. I'm going to touch on that here in a second. All right, and V&J Auto Body has always been a forward-looking body shop. All right, that's saying a lot. All right, that is saying a lot. Woo! Let me tell you, because the auto body industry, they don't look forward too much about anything. They can't even see tomorrow. All they can see is today. All right? So that's big. V&J Auto Body has always been oriented toward the future. They have one eye on the present, but they're always looking down the road. All right, so we're totally psyched, totally excited to have V&J Auto Body. Stay tuned. We're going to have an amazing banner behind it. It's going to have all their nomenclature on it. V&J Auto Body. They can be reached at 631-226-0070. They're in beautiful downtown Lindenhurst. Actually, they're not in downtown. I lied. They're in beautiful Lindenhurst, north of the tracks, south of 109. Folks, I can't say enough about them. Now, you know, full disclosure, right? I've been saying this for years. All right, full disclosure. I do work there. All right, I am a manager. I am a writer there. I am instrumental to the profitability of the organization. However, all right, I put this out there all the time. There are quite a few other, you know that, right? Our network has the most amazing auto body shops across Long Island on our network. All right, and there's one there that will meet your needs and will accommodate you location-wise. Right? That being said, if you're in Lindenhurst or you're in the Babylon or you're in that area over there, all right, you're in Farmingdale, you're in the surrounding area, look them up. Right? Get in a jam, give them a call. V&J Auto Body, Lindenhurst, 226-0070. That's 631. All right, and our team will be available and waiting with open arms, like all of the collisionservicenetwork.com shops do. All right, what did I say? Customer warriors. Okay, very important. All right, that means we're going to look out for your interest, not the insurance company, and they're going to fix your car the way you want it, not the way they want it. Very important. There's a big difference there, folks. All right, that means that despite what the negotiation process might result in, we're still going to go ahead and repair your car the way it needs to be repaired. All right, that's huge. You're not going to get that over there at Tricky Dick's Auto Body that's working for every insurance company and their mother. All right, but I digress again. V&J Auto Body, welcome, and thank you so much for all your support and your continued promotion. We really appreciate it. V&J, Chandler Rarone, and James Rarone. All right, and like I said, folks, if you're in that area down there, in the Lindenhurst area, Babylon area, Farmingdale area, all right, you know the whole area over there. All right, and you're getting into an accident and you need a professional shop, all right, but guess what? Certified shop. In fact, our logo is a highly certified shop. Now, what does that mean? Right? Because you might have a couple of shops that are certified. They might be certifiably, morons. There's a lot of that in the auto body industry. But at V&J Auto Body, it's a highly certified shop. We have attained certifications in nearly every major vehicle manufacturer. And that's saying a lot, folks, because that's a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that have been invested in equipment, machinery, training, and personnel. Now, you're not going to get that with the majority of shops in the industry. You're not. You're going to get that with the shops at collisionservicenetwork.com, okay? You're not going to get that, though, with most other shops. And V&J Auto Body is the exception. All right, there's probably a handful of guys, and when I say a handful, literally maybe 5, that I would put in the same type of realm as V&J Auto Body. All right? And it's very important, folks. Listen, we're all driving different cars. We're all driving highly technical cars today. Some of these cars, even the EVs, are basically, a computer on wheels. All right? And even just getting, a busted-up bumper or a busted-up headlight is really a compounded set of circumstances. Not so much just, take the bumper or put it back on. It's not. Some guys think it is still, and they do, and they get in trouble. All right? So you really need to appreciate who and why is fixing your car the way they are, or the way they would like to. All right? And at V&J Auto Body, being a highly certified facility, you can rest assured, all right, that your vehicle will be restored strictly in strict accordance with the manufacturer's guidelines. We don't care. I don't care what the insurance guy says when he comes in. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I got to negotiate with them? Yeah. If I don't get there, no problem. I'm either going to beat him over the head with supplements, and we're going to get to where we have to be, or we're going to have to just take it on the chin, and we're going to restore your vehicle the way it needs to be restored. All right? Big difference, folks. You're not going to get that in the majority of shops, and you're certainly not going to get that in an insurance company shop. So V&J Auto Body is a highly certified facility. We operate a tremendously large production. All right, we have a 25,000 square foot facility. We're adding on another 25,000 square foot building next door. All right, we have a whole blueprinting building, a whole building just built. All right, just built and established just for electronics. All right, what I mean by that is a lot of these cars need to have different scans done. They need to have calibrations done. They have very sensitive cameras and radar systems. We have a building just dedicated to that. It's been specifically designed and constructed of material that contributes to and enhances the ability of these different systems to work. All right, so that's just a little slice of what V&J is all about. All right, so if you have a Tesla, Right? We the first. V&J was the first certified shop in Suffolk County. Right? First shop. There's a reason, because Tesla saw how forward looking we were, how progressive we were. All right. So we were the first certified shop in Suffolk to Tesla. If you drive a Tesla, all right, you should be coming to V&J Auto Body. Now, some of the other ones that we are Range Rover certified. Okay, real important there. We are also Rivian, just became Rivian certified. All right, so if you like that kind of vehicle, check out V&J Auto Body, okay, because you should get comfortable with them because we are the only ones that are certified in Suffolk. I believe there's one other shop that might be way out east, I think in the Hamptons or something. All right, so you got Range Rover, Rivian, and and Tesla, right? 3 pretty mainstream cars, but very advanced vehicles. Right? And, of course, Mercedes. All right, we have attained the highest certification in Mercedes-Benz. All right, it's the elite status. That means we're fully capable of replacing things like cast frame rails, body assemblies, undercarriage, the whole 9 yards. And I could go on and on and on and on. Right? Suffice it to say that V&J Auto Body is a large-scale, forward-looking, professionally operated, all right, customer-focused auto body shop. All right, check it out. All right, so I wanna read something here. All right, what do we got here? 7:13. All right, I don't know how long I've been going. I think 6. All right, I just got the unofficial word over here in the hallway. 27 minutes. I want to get people sick and tired of what would, get bored here. All right, so we're going to finish this up. I talked about last week, real important. I talked about the insurance rates, right? About the premiums, that the premiums have been going up. Folks, I got to get this out there again. I get so many people are coming into the body shop these days, and everybody's like, I need an estimate. Folks, I can assure you what appears to be very minor damage is going to be very costly. It's a petroleum-driven industry. I don't got to tell you, oil prices are off the charts. Well, guess what? Anything affiliated with oil is off the charts. All right? A pint of paint can be as much as $400 now, $250. It's just insane. All right? But what drives me nuts is that everybody thinks that they're going to pay out of pocket. Everything's, I want to pay out of pocket. Well, no problem. I'll write you up the estimate. And the estimate comes in average estimate in this area, folks, is about $5,200. $5,200. I mean, I don't know about you, but even if I had $5,200, I'm not giving it. I don't want to give it away for my car. I love my car. I love my truck. Right? I'm a big SUV guy. I drive a Ford Explorer Sport. I love it. But I'm not rolling in the dough here. I'm not printing money. So I mean, will I want to hand $5,000 over to a body shop? Probably not. Right? That's what you pay insurance for. Folks, that's why we have insurance. You get in a wreck, you tell the insurance company, and they pay for the damages. That's the deal. That's the agreement. That's the contract. Remember I said earlier when I started the show? Right? As soon as you pay money and sign the dotted line, an agreement is established, right? A legally binding relationship, a contract. So why then, when you have a need, you don't feel comfortable with calling them and having them pay for it? Now, the number one objection I get is, well, I don't want my rates going up. Hey, I got news for you. Look at your premiums, folks. They've gone up. In fact, I got the data right here. I went through it last week. It's gone up 22% just this year. Okay? That's from January. Think about it. We're not even in June yet. So from January 1st to right now at this point in time, your rates have gone up on average 22%. Forget it. I don't give a shit. If you're the greatest driver in the world, your rates went up. They just did. All right? Insurance companies have been applying for record increases all across the country ever since inflation started. I mean, name some. They got excuses, man, like everybody's got you know what. So as far as that goes, that is no longer a rational objection. All right? And you need to think about that, folks, right? You've been paying insurance. Your rates are going up anyway. And now you don't want to use it. You want to stress yourself out. right? By corrupting your cash flow. It's ridiculous, folks. It's ridiculous. Make them pay. Make them have to fulfill their obligation to the contract. You're paying for something. It's no different if you're paying your GC, your general contractor, to put lights up or put a wall up or whatever. And you're paying that guy, right? And he's going to come in and he's going to do all this. It's the same thing with the insurance company. You're paying. Well, now you need them. Now they got to come in and do something. All right? Don't get lost in translation with the premium thing. It's not a reasonable objection anymore. It may have been 5 years ago, 10 years ago, yes, without a doubt. It's not anymore. All right, our premiums are skyrocketing along with everything else. And another thing, before I close out here, I really got to get this on the table. Most people say off the table. I'm getting it on the table. I want to get this off the table. Hey, I want to get it on the table, right here. So what I want to get on the table is stop with the high deductibles. All right? You know what high deductibles do? I have a little slogan for that. I have a lot of slogans. Cliches and slogans are us. Crash course. Folks, here it goes. High deductibles save you very little money on your premiums and cost you a lot of money on your accident. All right? Kabish? It's not doing shit. Do the math. Take out your calculator. Whatever the hell you got to do. You'll use the one that they have on their website. Almost every insurance company has it. Premium calculator, whatever the hell they call it. Your deductible, the higher it gets, you don't save more money on your premium, right? And the insurance companies are a bunch of jackasses anyway to allow people to have these astronomical deductibles. I mean, if that's not telling about how the insurance companies really don't give a damn, I don't know what is. I get people with $2,500. Folks, if you have a $2,500 deductible, you really need to think seriously about whether you need that car. All right? Maybe you should think in terms of a bicycle or, I don't know, something like that. That is totally irresponsible. All right? It just is. Right? And you come into the shop, and it's the same thing. Remember, I think a couple episodes ago, I went over this. Right? When I get people in, inevitably, it's coming. I'm always waiting for it. How about my deductible? Can you help me? Right? Let's face it, folks. Nobody really intends on paying that. Okay? I don't give a shit. And the people that are, the wealthier they are, the less they really want to pay it. All right? So knock it off with the deductibles, please. But don't take my word for it. Research it yourself. Look at it. Look at what happens. It doesn't really save a lot of money. But it can cause you a lot of aggravation, though, if, God forbid, you have an accident and now you got to come up with it. All right? $500 deductible, folks. That's where you should be at. All right? It's a workable thing. It's a workable amount of money. Most shops will be able to. Listen, if you have a $500 deductible and you choose one of the shops at collisionservicenetwork.com, I can almost guarantee those guys are going to be able to give you a discount. I don't know if they're going to be able to absorb all of it, but they'll probably be able to give you a discount. All right? Not if you're walking in, you tell them I got a $1,000 D, I got a $1,500 D. Good luck. Okay? Good luck with that. All right? That's going to be, you got to pay me. All right? So I just needed to get that on the table. Not off the table, on the table. See, over here, Crash Course, we don't put anything off the table. It all comes on the table so I can talk to you folks about it. All right? The deductible thing, listen, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I know everybody's economic condition is different, obviously. All right? But really, take a look at it, man, because if you get in an accident, it really sucks, right? And then on top of that, to have to fork over $1,500, be honest with yourself, all right? When you took that out, you really didn't intend on paying that $1,500, all right? But the body shop is not going to be able to help you, folks, okay? It's just not going to happen, all right? Despite what your stupid agent or your broker told you, take a $1,500, the body shop will help you anyway. No, they're not. They're not going to. Profit margins are shrinking in the industry. Parts are astronomical. There's not a lot of things that can be repaired anymore, which means we're like a throwaway nation, all right? So where's the money? Where's the beef? It doesn't come out of the shop. There's no deductible fund. All right? Let's remember that for next episode. Hey, next time, tune in next time, all right? We're going to attack the insurance company direct repair program. I'm going to give you a lot of little tidbits there. and why that's a very bad idea. All right? Until next time, everybody stay wise.